Africans, we don't believe in ourselves. Are you aware? We don't believe in ourselves. Africa tukajura itima, hatred. Because if someone comes and says, "Nzire kubakiza, I have come in this world, people to be healed," why do you hate him? Is there any reason for hating him? 2026. Government said Uganda will export spirituality, morality, and humanism. It's on page 53. Government, what did the government mean? Nyombe ni saba. Omukama rango busobozi busaka. Bakumulekere. Niwe yasabire site enu. Hiringi seno yagisabire. Bamuleke. Government ekora muri mugwayo in granting it. There could be an enemy who is using the interreligious council to fight the government. Na yekonyeza kurwanisa bya healing city kunde rizi an underground work, and I'm appealing to the interreligious council. I don't want to call it wasting time, but they will misquote me, they will misunderstand me. But it is almost wasting time. Let us leave issues of the city, healing city, to OWOBUSOBOZI Bisaka and the government. If you don't work from 7, you have committed a sin in our faith. So I think government should see this, should see a Itambiro as a very big project for this. So people should not fear ngo ngukapembe healing sebo raija ngo amadini agandi garabura no gaja kusigara ngo ko irindi zindi zaiziri diocese yeje twaramuka PM na tiero. Why have I brought that? Eibara omukama ruhanga niyo batalibaniza omukama ruhanga omuntu buntu ayeta ruhanga. I think abo mukoti bano gamba tali ruhanga leto wawo manyiri nko muramuze kuyagambira mukoti tuli mukoti. If you are saying so and so has no papers, they belong to who? Whom do you know is the owner of those papers? If you are saying he's not the one, have you got my point? Kale webale muno omukuru mukama wange ninyowe Bigirwa Solomon, abandi bamanyire umuheza Bigirwa Birahwa ngona mabara gange. Bigirwa Solomon Birahwa, umuheza Bigirwa Birahwa ngona mabara gange. Nsemerero muno kuba hano kubana byen kubazaho hagati yange n'abantu. Nyowe ni musayija ina maka nsuwire kanyine n'abana. Ndi mwikazi wa Kiengaju LC1 Kagadi Town Council, Kagadi District, kandi nyine bikaro bindi hari nyikara na hari nkora hayingi kyonka emirimo yenyini yange yemanyirwe yenkora n'abantu ibamanyireho. Ndi chairman wa itambiro lya Kagadi, kandi ni basa wa omukama ruhanga OWOBUSOBOZI Bisaka itambiro secondary school. Kyonka nkozere emirimo mingi munsi munu, nkaba district registrar wa NRM wa Kibale yona ekyali Kibale Nkoto. Nkozere mu local government as a volunteer, Kagadi sub county, Kagadi Town Council, Kibale Town Council. Nkozereho nkakoraho mu Uganda Breweries Limited nkakoto for 5 years. So government yenu ni ngikoleire kandi naye manyiri akaruru tukakesimbamu 2015 baitu titwarabamu hakwati musokora bamwinywena twikaire tuli omunsi muno ebintu bikana bija mubingi omunsi kini kijani kirabao ni haija kindi nikirabao ni haija kindi hata kaje kigambo kya healing city kapye healing city twabaze bigambo bingi haije bigambo bingi kuruga mu nsonda zikwawukana ngero kaikaye no hura choka nyowe bamusaija ayenda kugenda mpora tina kupapira mu nsonga webero tina gipapira mu kwata mpora beje jahashohan kubagana ibitekezo byange nabantu abagali hiro bayingiho because mu radio tujamu baitu radio hulizwa abantu bengi baitu eno show yo neroro abantu bayingi kusinga ho radio healing city kigambo kize kiri kiyaka hano waitu baitu munsi ono dikiri kiyaka sikizi zibayo healing city ngero kakura healing omukama rango usozo bisaka akagisaba have recognition kandi na benefits zaize kwiziraho niziba zirungi muno baitu abakusinga tibakietegereize kurungi. That's why it has called for mixed feelings. Bantu bengi babalize bigambo bingi abandi nibabanya abandi tibakubimanya omanye kubaza kuba kwa mirundi ebiri aro umuntu kubaza ebyatamanyiri baitu narana abaza kana aro umuntu kubaza ebyamanyiri baitu habugamba takwenda kintu nacho mnabaza kubi. Now why have I come here? Ensonga eri ntoito muno abantu bafune bigambo bingi bwana Mugisa babaza ne batamanyire twabaza bigambo bingi ngerese kabani kwense ikara baitu nkwenda kubagambira ngo ekigambo healing city it is a very small thing kantu katoito muno very small akin face of unity. Face of unity is very big and broad than healing city. Enyikiza yobumu the face of unity yatandikiriwe mukama rango busozo bisaka. It is now musiyona eri musiyona hati Germany bakusaba, Ethiopia bakusaba, Zambia bakusaba, Congo bakusaba, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Kenya hona bakusaba. So when someone makes noise a healing city then they just nkuru running ambati ono ali haki. Healing city it is not kugamba ngu abanza abeho ebyombeko byamani abanza habeho population inkoto abanza habeho engude zirungi ngero kama sitengere zije. But healing city as its name suggests it is coming have a healing. I know people are aware with no doubt ngukapiemi habayo healing. Are you not aware, my friend? Kapiemi habayo healing. People get healed kapiemi. Baitu Africa tugire kizibu. Tutekere harubaje bya healing. If we may put aside these spiritual issues. Nyoni nkaguza. If the whites have Vatican as their healing what? City. And if the Arabs, the Muslims or the Arabs, if they have Mecca, Mecca, why can't Africa have Kapiemi? Putting aside the healing thing. Kandi bwana Mugisa kakugambiri. Kapiemi people should look at KPM in at least 3 perspectives, including government. Have you been to Ebi? KPM rundi the face of unity enkiza yobumu headed by omukama wangu Obusobozi Bisaka. Inemo ebintu ebyo ebyamaani hali government na abantu. One, there is healing. Ero omukama wangu Obusobozi bwana agenda abantu babandi bagenda kukira. Bwana ajja musafari n'abantu bandi bajja KPM. Bano basero koraki kukira rundi kukizibu. There's no doubt. Ekintu kya kabiri, omukama Ruhango Obusobozi akagenda appreciate enjiri ya government ya NRM. Abanza kusabira ihanga na president. Tindiko ya mahoro tiliko mukwata tindiko. Na asabira government ya Museveni na asabira nawe ko omuntu president. Tukusabira president Museveni akole kurungi emirimo n'abantu bagara bayikale kurungi nese one ikale kurungi. Ate go mulimo gweta gutito. Kandi itwe in our faith, if you are identified as someone who is against this government, you are penalized. I think you are aware. Tugira enamba bino isatu bazeta bata mu rujungu. Is it repentance? To repent if you have sinned. If you don't work from 7, you have committed a sin in our faith. So I think government should see this. Should see Itambiro as a very big project for this government. Timebo ronke engere kurungi. If I come and say tukusabira President Museveni n'abantu bono bomunsi bono ahangale akole kurungi emirimo yi ati ngano ngamba ngo mulimo gutoito hali government. I don't want to go into some other people, but specifically the face of unity. Omukama Ruhango Obusobozi Bisaka bwaba nakole emirimo yi amaze kweta President Museveni na government nikyayebembesa.
Why do you think other people in their specialized perspective they are against the healing city and they are talking here about the faith of unity?
Yes. Bwana Mugisa, this is not the first time the face of unity is being fought by some other groups. First of all, faith of unity is not a religion. It is a faith. But many religions which came outside Uganda have tried to fight the faith of unity. One, Africans, we don't believe in ourselves. Are you aware? We don't believe in ourselves. Africa tukajura itima, hatred. Because if someone comes and says, Nzire kubakiza, I have come in this world people to be healed. Why do you hate him? Is there any reason for hating him? The answer is no. Now, many people have tried to fight the healing city thing. Not being the first time. Omukama Ruhango Obusobozi Bisaka started abantu bamurwanisa muno. By the way, he was even taken to prison twice. The first time he was imprisoned in the Hoima. The second time in Fort Portal in Katojo. And also the third time I think in Hoima again. He was taken Hoima twice. Or Katojo, I'm forgetting, but he was imprisoned thrice. Abantu ni barwana muno. Why does he call himself God? Beda bino bahiringisite tukule bahiringisite nebindi. Abantu barwana muno hawaki naye yetaki Ruhanga. Niye basonga. Yeah, man. How can a human being be God? Are we together? Now let me tell you. Your name is called, you are called Mugisa, and I'm called Bigirwa. Is it okay? Nyowe ni nyowe kumanya ibara lyange. Nobody should know my name better than myself. Are we together? One time akabayo musango Masindi yoko mu High Court. I'm referring. Abasajja bali bakesimba. Two men contested for some seat in government. One man automatically emerged a winner. But the one who lost went to court, High Court, saying my opponent has no papers. I don't want to mention names. My opponent has no papers. He forged the papers. Here is called some other names, and here is called some other names. So, twagyo mukoti. Hati omusango bana bajja kugusara for a final verdict. The judge said, called the counsel, lawyer, wasaideri, the complainant, ya presenting, yamara. Ya yeta lawyer wasaideri, defendant, now you're presenting. Finally, but we were shocked. The lawyer of the other side said, I'm totally convinced that my client has no papers. We all clapped. The man was now hanging himself. I'm very much convinced that my client has no what? Different papers are reading different names. But I have one more question. And if you answer me, I wash my hands clean. I'm much convinced that my client has no papers. Do you have any other person in your possession or in your muntu or in a wow who is claiming ownership of these papers?
That's not a very big question.
You are saying he has no papers, and we agree. But do you have any other person with you in your possession who claims ownership of these papers? Automatically, the complainant, the lawyer of the complainant said no, because in court you don't lie. So the judge, yaimuka yasingisole omusango.
So now
why have I brought that? Eibara omukama ruhanga niyo batali baniza. Omukama ruhanga, omuntu buntu ayetata ruhanga. I think abo mukoti bano gamba tali ruhanga leto wawo manyiri nkombura muzo kuyagambira omukoti tuli mukoti. If you are saying so and so has no papers, they belong to who? Whom do you know is the owner of those papers? If you are saying he's not the one, have you got my point? So nitukaguza. If you are saying he's not God, bring the God you know. Niko bisaka bamuteka bamukoti ruhanga mujunane abo kumwerengera bayitune emyaka yona yakakora ruhanga takamuhuraga kugaba we yanyerengera ebyo tubimulekere nabandi wamanyire ebara tulirugeho tugende bugenda habigambe bindi ebyenkurakurana. So don't think it is healing state is healing city. It is why does he call himself God? Others say he is self-styled. Yes, God is self-styled. Who knows the styles of God?
No one.
He must be self-styled. So people don't understand very well. Kana kandi kumkitamu nagamba paragraph 26 nagamba ruhanga kyakozere kizibu kajya kuraba kasumi abantu banemere kikoraki kyetegereza. It is true. The ways of men, the ways of God are not the ways of men. It is very hard to understand God. If God says, I'm coming through Bisaka, that is all. Bisaka so kuanga, no young God. If he says, I'm coming through a black man called Bisaka, that is all. And if Obusobozi was a white man, I'm telling you, if Obusobozi Bisaka was a white man, if Obusobozi was a white man, he was called the Father Bill. Sometime back like in 97 there. 97, 98. Father Bill, he was an Indian. He was almost behaving and doing his work like almost like also was touching people, eh? But Sabambi, he died shortly. But I don't know about Hoiro. Because he's a Akwero movie. Nichomaze kugamba Africans, we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. Beto mwenye kagamba kuiragura tikimanyisa kununka. I can be black, but when I'm okay, yeah.
So abantu batwale because people's minds different regions abasajja bakuvugayo bakubaza ebigambo tebajja kuikiriza it cannot happen now.
Now, my first caution goes to government. My first caution goes to government. The Interreligious Council came and issued tough conditions to the leaders of government. Busau kubaza, busau kukora kinu, not doing this, not doing this. Nkageno na ready ya how program kilo kimu. Government should take this serious before we go to ABCD. Ndimseja mkuru, I'm an old man of 42 years. But since my childhood, I have never seen any person, any group of people, any organization stopping government to do its work. Why? How? You can't come and say councillors stop addressing people at funerals and the other parties. Chairman of series stop addressing people and the other leaders. That because they went to KPM. There are two things. Is going to KPM a crime? If someone goes to KPM, is it a crime? The answer is no. Then too. And this is the gist of my fear now. If the IRC, Interreligious Council, says, councillors, chairman of series, chairman of C5, mutongera kubaliza abantu. And I hear the chairman of C5 has been banned from going to church. There is a funny story there.
I think the ban is over because the 2 weeks they given him, I think.
They are over. So my question is it now the Interreligious Council governing government, or it is supposed to be government? I think the Interreligious Council is supposed to be under government. The religious leaders must also follow government rules and what? But if they come out and say, councillors, chairman of C3s, chairman of C5, and the others, stop talking to people that because you went to KPM. Now, is government not in captivity? Government bagihambiri. How do you see? Since you were born, have you ever seen people stopping government to?
Again, the question is that where are the government ears? And much of the government,
I don't know. I'm also asking government. There are DCs, the DSO, and all the other people in government, ministers, and I hear president has so many advisors. What do they advise the president? This thing may spread to other places. How can a group of people stop government leaders to talk? Have you ever seen it? And we all accept that yaba twakaino kubaza titukyabaza. Sincerely, the Interreligious Council nehakana abantu ba government kubaza kukola emirimu yabo. Do you see any? What is the trick? For me, I'm advising government and appealing to the leaders. There could be an enemy of government. An enemy of government. Owayeserekere disguising kwesereko mukintu kinu. Because we have heard stories. Omuntu nagamba banange omwani oluganda tindumanyire muno. Naye omwani munoge kunoga izi tupike munogo ogwengedde ogwa red munogo gwengedde, which means you know what I'm meaning. So atakuba haliyo omuntu akolese see this vein of the IRC tukabakubansa hearing city tukubansa hearing city kuno there is a hidden the inner agenda. You see, a revolution is I'm a historian. A revolution nibuha nkiete enta mu runyoro kwechungura. A revolution is empinduka enkoto eri massive. People may hide in the Interreligious Council baine bigendera byokwihaho government, because if you stop government people to talk to the people, you have captured the government. By that, this is a challenge to the leaders also, to the Kagadi district local government or council, the council. Nibabemereza mutabaza nanyo ni muchurera, and you think you are working for government, that because mutagenda harufu mutabaza harufu. And by the way, Bwana Mugisa, let me ask you also, who buries a person? No hazika. Is it the Interreligious Council? Is it the religious people or the government? Who buries a person? Omulimu gokuzika, it is entirely the work of government. Leaders should not be threatened into tumange kubaza harufu. Burial is government's work. I remember I asked people on some forum in the times of Ebola, by the one the corona, our religious people bakasabira abantu bainga. Government yagamba bwana enda kuzika omuntu wao limekiina to dig a grave. Just dig a grave, you quit the place, takusangaho. Government udukamu neta yo muntu ne muzika. Hachi abatasabira mbwiro obwo, did they all go to hell because they died of Ebola and the corona? So people should not be blackmailed by the religious leaders. No, burial is entirely the work of the government. By the way, in the other developed countries, they don't bury every day. Until muntu afite get music. There are some gazetted days for burial. Abantu libafana babahora mocha babahora, they treat them until maybe it is a weekend or any other day gazetted by government. They bazika.
Maybe chairman abantu bene kubuza bagamba the first unity tanikigenda ne kule ina amani mengi muno. Bobara bayikiriza mukagenda maiso batabakangiremo batabakwasiremo. The Jesus is church and whatever will cease.
No. No. There should not be any fear. Let me ask you also technically. Hoima diocese, it stretches from where? From Hoima up to Muzizi. Iyo karaka PME obusoza hakaini. Agambe Hoima diocese naiti mukuntwaliza nizamu, they are saying go obusoza yakwa twaliza nizamu. Ka PME it is going to engulf. Ntibona jya kubatwaliza nizamu bona. But the churches will remain. Hoima diocese kaija. Na kapemene ya gitwaliramu iyo karo obusobozi wande na mkana agamba hano etarabaho. It's just technical. Eja kufuna amani maingi, it has no problem. Nenye mwegese na wayegese arase kutwala abantu bengi ni wogu. And one day karai baruha ni bagamba some big man inspector of schools atongera kurambura masomero ajore kanzu. Nti will inspire abana, he will inspire some other people, students to join the face of unity. So what? If he's to inspire, let him inspire. Ebiragiro nibimuragira ajwalengera kugonza. So we should not fear ngu kapembe likisebera ija ngu amadini agandi garabura no gaja kusigara ngo kwelindi zindi zaiziri diocese yeje twaramuka KPM na tiero. Likewise ne dini ezindi zikuija kubaho na kapembe likisezirero. And Uganda tumanyenge turakora. Everything is being politicized. Almost everything is being publicized. Politics, everything, politics. It is a very bad arrangement. For me, I'm of the view that if the whites have Rome, or Vatican, whatever, and if the Arabs have Mecca and Medina, why can't we Africans have KPM as our city? But the government should take KPM city as so serious, because the faith of unity is the faith which has started from here. It is African. It is our faith which is African. A modern faith made in Africa. The other regions were colonial tools for the white man. I'm sorry if I'm offending some people, but all the regions that came outside Uganda, outside Africa, were colonial tools for the white man. I don't want to go so much deep because people will misunderstand me, but that is the fact.
So as we end up this show, in terms of kusirira abantu, because the faith of unity is there, and the healing city things are there, defending umuntu atwaliki amanyeki etandi yomusibire. This is for future reference.
Before I go to that, I want to ask government. Ndi msoja aenda mno kusoma vitabu, kusoma mne vitabu. In its manifesto, I have even in Chandiki na hand, I have written it. In its manifesto, 2020, 2026, government said Uganda will export spirituality, morality, and humanism. It's on page 53. Government. What did the government mean? What is exporting? Kutwala ebintu nkaha in change of foreign what? Foreign exchange. So government said we shall export spirituality, morality, and humanism. What is spirituality? Things concerning the spiritual what? The spiritual world, the spiritual affairs. That is dini. Morality means the good morals. And humanism means if I'm a black, let me behave black as a black man. If I'm a Munyoro, let me behave as a Munyoro. If I'm an Indian, let me do what Indians do. That is humanism. Is it okay? So what did the government mean? And so far, what has government done in pursuing this? I want the government to tell the people, as they tell the people ngo tulimbire rugudo twakora amasanyarazi tobihura. So na kino tugambire yakayikankaha ehikire nka in exporting spirituality. And what is it going to export? Because zile nyikiza tukaitaha we imported them zaijakuni. So what is government going to export? Which spirituality, which spiritual issues is the government going to do what? To export. For me, I'm nimsaja asomere public administration. I have a degree and I'm pursuing a master's degree now. And you can't end up kusoma vitabu hivi. And I'm a historian. Government should come and tell us. You invite these, start inviting abakuru baitu bara DC, ba minister, barugeyo to give accountability to the nation. Ebintu nkabino, what did they mean? So far, where have they reached? Tukai tumanyiri, kitukonyeri. And back to the healing city issue. As we wind up, nyombe ni saba. Omukama obusobozi busaka bakumulekere niwe yasabire site enu healing center yagisabire bamuleke government ekora muri mugwayo in granting it, because there is a procedure in granting it. The interreligious council has no role to play in the coming of the healing city. If they also want theirs, but and you see, so because Kagadi Interreligious Council, Kagadi Interreligious Council, but the IRC is nationwide. It's a national organization. If government is not skeptical enough, atakubali munyanzigwa ngere kugambi, there could be an enemy who is using the Interreligious Council to fight the government. Na yekonyeza kurwalisa bya healing city kunderizi an underground work. So government should take it serious. Finally, I appeal to people to remain calm as always. Tukole milimo yaitu. Things concerning healing city and so on, let us work. One man said, leave the issues of generals to the generals. Let us leave Kafe healing city issues from Kamarango Obusobozi Bisaka and to government. And I'm appealing to the Interreligious Council. I don't want to call it wasting time, but they will misquote me, they will misunderstand me. But it is almost wasting time. Let us leave issues of the city, healing city, to OWOBUSOBOZI Bisaka and the government.